What's up, everybody? Welcome to the West Coast POPCast. We're back again with another week for you guys. Episode 34 is here. Thank you guys for all the new subs coming in. Thank you guys for all the comments, the likes, following us through this entire long few months we've been doing this. I'll introduce the panel real quick. We got Zach coming back again. How you doing, man?
I'm excited. WarGames is tonight.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening this week, man. I've got a big show for you. Eric, how you doing?
Doing A-okay. Episode 34 still feels like episode 1.
That's for sure. Hopefully we got better than episode 1 nowadays. You know, that was a rough podcast. Looking back on it.
Yeah, go back and listen to them old ones. We were still learning.
Yeah. Oh man, what a time. But yeah, we got a lot for you today. We got some, obviously promo school. We got the recap. We're gonna do a special episode this week. We'll do some predictions on the episode. So I will be defending my title for you guys.
No, wait. No. Let's not make it sound like you the big hero here. This man was ready to take a freebie. This man was fully ready to take a freebie.
I can't say anything because in the battle royal, I'm the guy who slips out under the ropes.
This is bad. Like Vin Diesel said, doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. We'll get right into it. But before that, I just want to touch on real quick. We are giveaway. Eric has brought us that. So Eric, you touching that real quick?
Yes. So I responded to somebody's comment. I think it was your Tsunami, or I'm sorry, it wasn't Tsunami, but somebody cool. I'm gonna send Knox some pictures. He's gonna put up on Instagram so you guys can see what they actually look like. So check that out when this episode goes live. But 2 weeks left. If you subscribe, you're gonna be in a list. I'm going to be drawing 3 names from random. It's only for people residing in the United States, unfortunately, because this is our first giveaway and it's kind of a trial run. But don't fret, because we're going to have more stuff. We're going to do more giveaways in the future, and we'll try to open it up more. 2 of those names selected will be for the general pool, but one special cup, the Golden Cup, will be given to one of our day ones who's been there since day 1.
Nice.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, so big things happening. Get us to that 100 mark, man. We're right there. We're so close. So you can be the lucky one, or lucky one of the 3. But let's get into it. Recap. Monday Night Raw. How are you guys feeling about it? I saw some stuff. Randy Orton, of course, teasing Bray Wyatt with Alexa, drew him out and then left doing his Viper stuff. The big thing for me with Monday Night Raw was the triple threat. This is what made me watch Raw this week. AJ Styles, Keith Lee, and Riddle, not Matt. AJ I think he's one of the best in triple threats. All his best matches are triple threat matches, and they killed it with this. His guy, what is the big guy's name again? Anybody know that?
T-Bar?
On AJ's team.
Oh. I was like,
yeah.
Own associate.
His associate. Well, yeah, that dude is massive, man. I can't get over that.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I'll touch on is I can't believe Ricochet lost clean to Slapjack. I would never thought I would say that.
God.
I saw that. I was like, what the? This is why I stopped watching Raw.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my eyes. I love what Cedric's doing right now. I think MVP really saved him. I think they could go over on a New Day eventually. How do you feel about Raw, Zach?
It was okay. It was long. Once again, I honestly didn't like the Dana Brooke winning thing. I'm always for her winning because they need to give people like that something. But having Mia Yim with the mask off, or Reckoning with the mask off, was stupid. I don't get that. And then from what we've read, nothing serious came out of that Jeff Hardy bump that he took on the stairs doing that Swanton on Elias.
Okay, good, because that was hard to watch.
Okay, so that bump, I don't know why I have such a rant. I have hatred for that spot. But do you remember when Sami Callihan, Eddie Edwards did that chair bat spot that I hated?
Yeah.
So I feel like at some point I'm gonna start blaming producers for these dumb spots. Because how are you not gonna tell Jeff, hey buddy, I know you want to do a swanton there, but there's some steps right there. Maybe we should at least move the fucking steps first.
Right.
So these producers need to start thinking about these spots before they approve them.
Yeah.
Move the table a little to the left. You don't need all that stuff there
usually
in our entrance.
When they do spots like that, they do it towards the entrance ramp. So I don't know why, with all that free space, they did it just there.
Right. That was ridiculous. But at least he's okay.
Yeah. That was something. And so I'm a little confused here because I saw something that I'm not going to call a reckoning. Mia Yim got in trouble for her mask coming off so early or something like that.
Such a dumb thing to get in trouble for.
You can't make this up, man. There's some stuff we're gonna touch on news rumors. I'll get to there, but continuing with Raw, McIntyre and Sheamus fought Miz and Morrison. Good match. I like the Sheamus McIntyre stuff they're doing, but the triple threat stole it for me. One thing I do want to touch on with the women's tag match, we had Asuka and Lana versus Nia and Shayna. So both of them are doing that spot where they swing you onto the outside and they hit your head. So when I was watching it, I was watching carefully. I don't want to keep picking on her, but when Shayna was doing it, she looked like she could control. It looked good. When Nia was doing it, Lana was just dangling there. Her head was just smacking in ways it shouldn't. Please, Nia, go to the PC. We'll work on some stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. At this point, I feel like it's bullying because she's not going to listen. She's not going to listen to anyone who tells her. She's going to say it's haters. So do whatever she wants, man. I don't care anymore. Yeah. She's not going to listen.
No. Oh man. And then NXT, did you guys catch that one?
Yeah. It was a good show, but we're gonna get to AEW, and AEW I think really smoked it this week.
Yeah, but, I'm saving AEW for last.
Yeah. But it was a setup show. It was a go home show, so I can't really blame them.
Yeah, go home show. They got murdered in ratings, but I like what I saw from Jake Atlas. Haven't seen Tony Nese in a while, but they had a good match. I love Cameron Grimes, man. He's such a throwback character. He's just really committed to that character. He's doing some good stuff there. Mm-hmm. Zach, how'd you feel?
If you watch the show, this is a blueprint for how you do a go-home show. Yes, nothing really huge happened, but it's set up WarGames perfectly.
Yeah.
No. To a team, man.
Yeah. The Boa and Xia Li stuff, again, we're getting teased with it. Take your time on it. We don't need it right away. So just, let it play out. And otherwise, yeah, just a good setup show.
Yeah, I was a little hard on that Xia Li stuff, but I'll give it a shot. I'll see where it goes to. Do you guys like the Tommaso Ciampa Timothy stuff they're doing?
I'm fine with it just for now. If it leads to Ciampa doing something bigger after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a huge step back, man. I miss him being like that obsessed with Goldie, trying to get his belt back. Ciampa.
It looked like he was going back to that. Then like you said, it took a step back. So
yeah,
we'll see.
So hopefully he can bounce back. Imperium and Grizzled Veterans fought, had a good match, but it was interrupted by Everrise. So I feel like every week it's beat up. So I'm glad they got their fight back in them. Shotzi Blackheart beats Raquel Gonzalez after a whole lot of interference from Team Candice and Io Shirai coming in, putting a chokehold on Raquel. But so the faces will actually have the advantage in that WarGames match tonight.
WarGames!
Anything left on NXT you guys want to talk about real quick?
Did you like Jake Atlas's promo?
I was fine with it. It seemed like the typical face building back up thing, but I think he did it fine. I think he delivered it.
Because I don't know, there's something off about it to me. Maybe I feel like NXT is trying to change his direction because I've seen him give better promos in person. So
the last one he did on NXT was really good. So I see what you're saying. This seemed like factory produced.
Yeah. I hope he finds a good balance. I don't know. He's so great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I can see that for sure. Zach, outside of WWE, let's take a quick turn. Did you see anything outside of WWE this week?
Oh, yes, I did. Let's see. ROH. What all happened down there? You watched ROH too, right, Eric?
Yeah, we had
Mike Bennett and Vincent.
Yeah.
I gotta say too, I shit on Mike Bennett, but he actually did really well in this episode. So I think there's like a place for everyone in wrestling. Everyone wants to be in WWE or AEW now and just be like that top spot. I think Mike Bennett is in his place right now.
Yeah.
So I'll give him credit on there. The Foundation revealed Rhett Titus being Rhett Titus, who they teased last week as being someone else, but it is just Rhett Titus. And Tracy Williams picked up a victory over John Walters.
Yeah. It was a pretty good show.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to start seeing some crossovers soon. So, Eric, anything else at WWE you saw?
You know what? I forgot to even look at the New Japan stuff, so maybe later on I'll give you guys an update. Who knows? If not, I'll do it in the comments.
Nice. And all good.
Did you catch MLW?
I'm going to save AEW for last here.
MLW. Oh, MLW. So I only saw the first match, which was ACH and I screwed up. I said Laredo Kid was in every match, but I forgot now. Who was ACH fighting again?
Laredo Kid.
Okay. Yeah, ACH is a weird dude, man. I want to just watch him wrestle, and he makes it so hard.
I think he's going to be the next Scott Steiner because apparently he's the new game.
Ugh.
It was a weird interview. I don't know if he was telling Triple H to fuck off or what it was, but if you want to check that out on MLW, please do and let us know in the comments what was going on with that.
Yeah, and he's very close. I mean, he's getting signed right now because he just left NXT and he's like kind of a hot figure, but he's going down a weird path.
Mm-hmm. Also on MLW, Loki in the Opera Cup defeated Davey Boy Smith. This ended his run in MLW, so Davey Boy Smith is rumored to be all elite. And who else do we have here? Mads Kruger beat Ariel Dominguez. And that was MLW Fusion.
How was Loki? I haven't seen him in a while, man.
He's okay. He's just another one who just seems like he's not what he used to be, but still kind of thinks he is or something. It's weird watching him now.
Yeah, that's a shame, man. He was amazing.
Yeah, I think that's kind of why I don't like Low Key. So I think I subconsciously was like, I don't want to watch this match. I just don't like him as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no more dancing around the subject. We're going to talk about the biggest thing that happened this week. I got to talk about AEW. Oh my God. I thoroughly enjoyed the show. Winter is coming, and the Stinger, the Icon Sting returned.
Chris Jericho.
How do you guys feel about AEW? We'll start with you, Eric.
Okay, so even including Chris Jericho and Kazarian, I was ready to call this a perfect game. This was absolutely great. And it's such a small thing, but it was so irritating that it just fucking kills me. If you know you don't have enough time, actually, no, fuck that. You can have all the time in the world. Why did Eddie Kingston come out at the end? You had a perfect game. Just end it on Moxie's face. That's all you gotta do. I don't care about Kingston. He's coming next week.
Yeah. So they actually did I guess him and what's it called? Lance Archer brawled, and they just posted that today.
Which I don't know. That was not worth it. But otherwise, it was a perfect show. Battle Royal, AEW nails Battle Royals.
Yes.
And Kenny, great. I love it.
So with that Battle Royal, we thought MJF and Wardlow won, but it turned out Orange Cassidy rolled back in, got the victory. So it'll be Orange Cassidy versus MJF for Diamond next week. And now also in that match, you've seen some storylines be put over. MJF pushing Sammy Guevara unintentionally, quote unquote, out of the ring, costing him his spot. Next week we'll also have, it's always next week with the Inner Circle. So next week we have the ultimatum if they're going to break up or not. I don't think they're going to break up, but I am starting to think maybe they might turn on Jericho. Zach, how do you feel about AEW?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty damn near close to a perfect show for me too. The thing at the end with Kingston that just killed it. Also, what's his name? Miro, just chill the F out on Twitter. You don't need to go after Kenny Omega right away. Let a storyline fucking breathe before you put stuff out that you're just messiness. And I'll say the same thing with JR and Shivani on commentary when Sting came out. Shut the fuck up. Let us watch this. Don't tell us how we should feel while we watch it. Just shut up. This is a great moment. It was great when Shivani just yelled out, "It's Sting." That was such a throwback. Man, I got goosebumps. And then they just kept talking and talking and talking. They're Michael Coleing themselves.
Yeah, there's a few things JR was saying he could have cut out. Every time Sting went to Cody and I think went to Darby, I didn't even hear, he must have been a little stinger. Just let it play out. But let me visualize it. Let me see that. Let me think about that for myself.
Right.
But I loved what Tony Schiavone was doing, the little stuff he doing, the It Sting. And then after the moment, that's what you should be talking about. After the moment,
yes.
Excalibur with that real emotion after was special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoy. I watched it so many times. I love his songs. I think they give Sting the best songs. The WCW song was great. His TNA song, this one is really well done. Oh man, do you think he'll wrestle?
He's on the roster. He has just like everyone else. He has like the win-loss record up.
Wow.
Multi-year contract. He's on the roster. He's just no bumps. So they're creative.
Which I think towards the end of his like TNA career, if you were watching some of those matches, he got very creative what he was doing in his matches. It was more like outside the ring stuff and more stuff like that instead of technical bump stuff. So I think I could see it. Who would you trust to see him wrestle with? First match.
Not Darby.
Yeah.
They tag together.
Yeah.
What's his name? Chris Jericho is already trying to get in there. So
everyone just let it play out. Let things breathe.
Yeah.
Twitter, go away.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny on Miro's Twitch. He was like, Sting was cool and all, but when I debuted, I hit 1 million.
Oh my gosh.
But he's like, he's just saying facts. He's like, I'm just saying facts.
If you guys want to go back to the tag match with Darby and Cody versus Starks and Hobbs, really weird thing. It was Darby pinned Starks, right? Am I remember that correctly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ref waits to count until Darby pulls up Starks's shoulders. So then they did the 3 count where his shoulders way off the
my god.
Sorry, stupid little thing I'm picking up, but
I did catch that too.
Otherwise, man, this Dynamite was fantastic. I knew about the Sting thing, and I'll rant about this later, but quit putting stuff out right away on Instagram and Twitter and everything else, because AEW ruined AEW for me. They did this with Miro and they did it again. Kind of have to use social media for the show and some other things here. So WWE does this way too much. I can't go online tonight because I'm going to get spoilers from WWE about WarGames.
Yeah.
I just wish people would, companies would stop doing this and understand the time zones.
Right.
Yeah. We'll touch on that later, but companies and people in general for wrestling shows, whatever, stop spoiling stuff online as soon as it comes out, please.
Yeah.
It's so.
I'm talking to you, Mandalorian fans.
Joey.
Oh God. Yeah.
Britt Baker was cool in the show. Oh, what'd you say, Zach?
Oh, you can finish it up. You can go ahead.
I was going to say Britt Baker was cool on the show. She did her thing for furthering it with Thunder Rosa. And then, of course, the last thing to top off the icing on the cake, the main event, Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley for the world title. So when I was watching this, as soon as I seen Don Callis, I knew Kenny was winning. When Don Callis shows up, Kenny's getting that win for sure. Mm-hmm. What I did not see was that ending coming. I'll give them props. I haven't been this excited to watch TNA Impact in over a decade. I will be there watching. I will find it somehow. I'll check if I have access or not, or Twitch, whatever. I'm super excited for this partnership. The match itself, though, how did we feel?
It's just personal preference. This was kind of a boring match to me just because they do certain things that I don't like in matches. I don't like when people work one body part, and then that's the storytelling of the match. Some of the technical stuff dragged for me. But yeah, the ending, it's all about the payoff with the ending, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah. When it had its high points, they were very high. But Dave Meltzer gave us 4 3/4 stars. I don't think it was that good.
No.
Yeah, I was seeing what they were saying. They were pretty much saying it was an old school match, and they pretty much took it back to some solid top tier WCW matches. That's what they were pretty much saying. I thought it was a good match. It wasn't their best match. I think they could have a better match. I think it was a good match. Mm-hmm. I loved Jon Moxley going for the suicide dive, and then Kenny hitting the V trigger. That was cool. They had their nice spots. It worked, but that payoff is what everyone's gonna remember, and that's what they did.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, there was one spot that I just still confuses me to this day. I would love to meet whoever produced this match. Maybe it was Moxley, and just ask him, why would you hit your finisher and then put him in a chair and do your slugfest?
That was awful. I hated that part.
It's a cool spot, but don't do your finisher beforehand, and then don't do your finisher again and have him kick out at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that slugfest spot at all. Why are you? I don't know. It just doesn't work for me, but it's all right. Personal preference.
Yeah,
I think the placement of that, like Eric was saying, threw it off. But I could see that working if they just placed it better. But yeah, that was the main event. We're gonna see what Kenny does, man, on Impact coming up. We had some cool dark stuff I want to shout out. Leva Bates actually got a win. Peter Avalon got another win over John Cruz. I don't know why Chaos Project keeps winning. I do not like Luther. I will keep saying that. It's just terrible. But another SoCal guy, Danny Limelight debuted. So good to see him. He's from Championship Wrestling. I think another Santino's guy also. So cool to see him against Brandon Cutler. Dark doing their thing, man. AEW is doing their thing, having all these partnerships, all these people getting chances. So that's cool. We'll move on to the last one.
Actually, you reminded me because you said Dark. So I remember it was a week or 2 weeks ago. I said the Acclaimed was one of my favorite tag teams now. I did not like their segment with the Young Bucks. That was awkward. That was just bad.
So I think the Bucks, Kenny's a little better, but to an extent, the Bucks, Kenny, the BT stuff is great, but when they give those legit wrestling promos, it's really bad. I think one of you guys said it, and I agree. Matt and Nick were on two completely different wavelengths in that promo, and it just felt very awkward.
Yeah, I want them to have a great run, but let's work on that.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
That's definitely not their strong suit.
Yeah,
but damn good AEW. Last one of the week, Friday Night SmackDown. We had a tribute to Pat Patterson. They had the IC belt out there during Bryan, Big E, Mysterio versus Sami Zayn, Ziggler, Nakamura in a 6-man tag match. Bryan getting the pin over a small package. And I thought it was cool. Everyone in that match was a former IC champion. They did a nice tribute to him. Natalya actually tapped out Bayley clean. And this is another thing where I see like this just happened on NXT with Ciampa when Kushida tapped out Thatcher. Ciampa was watching, and now Bayley and Bianca, who's kind of going to feud. Bianca's right there looking at Bayley as she tapped out to Natalya. Just a lot of parallels they do in their storytelling. The big thing on SmackDown, we got Kevin Owens challenging Roman Reigns. So at the end of their match, it's Kevin Owens and Otis, who just be getting his ass whooped all these weeks ever since Tucker left. Roman just whoops him before the match. And then after the match, Roman takes a chair, takes out Kevin Owens, and then takes out Jey Uso, saying, you're shaving me, man, all this stuff. It's so great, man. I love everything Roman's doing. He's on another level. I think he can run with this belt for a year at least. The only person I'd like to see him lose to is Big E. That's just a personal thing. The last thing I will say before I pass on to you guys, looks like King Corbin's got a group going. The former Forgotten Sons, was it Wesley Blake and I forget the other guy.
Cutler.
They'll be joining.
Ones who
they'll be joining King Corbin. It's funny because when they was fighting Murphy, that was Murphy's former tag partner in NXT. And they were former tag champions. But how did you feel about SmackDown, Zach?
It was fine. It was it had its ups and downs. It dragged at times. But yeah, the Roman stuff is gold. And I really like the package that they showed for Pat Patterson. They showed it at the beginning of NXT this week too. It was really, really well done. And that Intercontinental matchup was really good. And Blake, I never played Fortnite, but he looks like the guy that's on the ads for Fortnite.
I can see that. Oh man, Eric, do I catch SmackDown?
Honestly, I keep checking out all the Roman Reigns stuff because I keep thinking maybe I'll go back to watching SmackDown. He's doing a great job. I really like what he's doing. I'm excited to see where Jay goes next week, what they do. But I feel sorry, go on.
I was gonna say he just got whooped by his cousin, so we gotta see where that goes.
Yeah. I feel kind of bad for Otis. Not too bad because he had the world like a month ago, but like he's just a joke that Vince has either gotten over or just stopped hearing about. So now,
and in the long run, it's gonna screw him over because he should have stuck with his tag team and built that up and did his thing, maybe even get the belts. That would have been a nice moment.
Yeah. It's just nothing now. You just there. And Tucker's even less than that. So you just ruined 2 careers for nothing.
Yeah, Tucker's he's on a chopping block, man. Yeah, he's finished. Any other wrestling before we get to your champion defending his belt?
Jeez. Well, gladly I got NXT UK to talk about. Did you guys see this at all?
I read it down.
No.
Watch it.
Okay. So the problem with Raw and SmackDown is a lot of the backstage segments really bring the show down, and a lot of the matches we see are too repetitious for us to even care about. The New Day and the Hurt Business, they're going to mix and match for the next month or so or whatever. It's just boring. So NXT UK is very fun for me to watch, just again because of the hard hitting and everything like that. Rampage Brown took another victory. Valkyrie defeated Aaliyah James. Joe Coffey beat Alexander Wolf, and The Hunt beat Andrews and Webster. The Hunt's very interesting to watch. So, yeah, NXT UK, just a nice different beast from the main two shows on the roster.
Yeah.
How is Rampage Brown? I really want to keep up with him.
He's fine. I had to remind myself he's not Arturo Ruas.
They do kind of. I can see that. I need to check out NXT UK, man, because that's one thing I think they do. AEW does well. I hate that WWE, if they're two tag teams feuding, they're like the only tag teams with focus, and they're the only ones fighting. They'll fight matches, have DQs, have singles matches. Like that gets so old and repetitive, man.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I was gonna say I think it's fair to say I think Jordan Devlin is my true cruiserweight champion over.
Really?
He's something else, man. He gave a great promo on this episode.
Yeah.
Damn.
So if they ever do unify, I hope Jordan Devlin keeps it.
Okay. Yeah, him versus Santos, man. I don't know how that will go, but that'll be a nice match if they can put that together for Mania.
Yeah.
Last thing before we get to, again, your champion defending his belt. Did you guys like the Big E new theme song?
I liked it, but it didn't pop.
Yeah. I agree with Zach, but again, I still don't think New Day should have ever split up, so I hate anything they do with Big E. Besides give him a title.
Yeah. That's a heck of a point. All right. It's that moment of time. It's not the main event, but it's the main event because I'm in it. Here we go. The WCP Predictions Championship is on the line.
Oh my gosh.
I just want you, Eric. Do you have the?
I want people to know this. This man texted us saying, "Oh, looks like it's going to be another easy win for the champ." He was ready to let y'all just forget about the title.
But listen, we will not forget about the title in my reign. You know, in my reign will be represented by what I do for the people. Okay. So, Eric gave you the streams of gaming. I will give you some gaming.
Yeah, right. You know what? Let me just hurry up so I can enter 2021 the champion.
I don't want to look at the card and risk spoiling myself because I'm pretty sure the show's on right now. Eric, did you have it in front of you?
I do. I've got it right here. So we're gonna
try and perfect. Kick it off, man.
We're trying to go through this fast because we got a whole bunch of stuff planned for this episode. First match: Tommaso Ciampa versus Timothy Thatcher. My money's going on Thatcher.
Same.
Yeah, I'm putting money there. I'm going Thatcher.
All right. Next up, we have got Damian Priest versus Leon Ruff versus Johnny Gargano. I'm going Leon Ruff.
I'll say Gargano.
Okay. I'm gonna go Priest then. Let's go with Damian Priest. I like his character. He's really coming to his own.
Okay.
Yes.
He has. Next up, we've got the women's WarGames match.
WarGames.
Candice LeRae, Toni Storm, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez versus Shotzi Blackheart, Io Shirai, Ember Moon, and Rhea Ripley. I'm going with Shotzi and the faces.
I think all the faces need a win.
Same.
I think Candice needs the win more, so I'm going to say Team Candice.
Ooh. Shit. That's a good point.
She needs the win, but
I'm going to go Shotzi, though.
Yeah. Next up, this can't be the last one. Maybe it is. Undisputed Era versus Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Oni Lorcan, and Danny Burch. I'm going for Pat McAfee. I hate it, but I'm going for it.
Wow.
I'm
going with the Era, man. You can't mess with the Era in the WarGames.
WarGames.
I think they've only won one, right? They've lost the other two.
We don't even talk about that.
Yeah. But you know what? That's what we've got. And you know what? I want Pete Dunne to get this win, get revenge on Roderick Strong for the first WarGames screw up. So I'm down with that.
That is true. Long-term booking right there.
But by the time this episode comes out,
hopefully when this comes out,
yeah,
hopefully your boy retains. And I'll get you guys that video game play out there. As soon as my laptop comes in, I can put this together.
Yeah, y'all realize the first weekend I was the champ. That stream went right up.
Oh man. Well, you guys let us know. We'll see. Let us know what you guys think. Who think will win? Actually, you guys already know. So let us know what you think about the matches.
Hold on, one more.
Oh, there's one more.
Ooh, Dexter Lumis versus Cameron Grimes.
Oh, thank you for catching that.
To the moon.
Oh.
I'm going Grimes. I think he's going straight to the moon.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I think this match is going to
open too. Also,
yeah,
that's right.
I think this match is going to open, and Lumis is going to get the face win.
Okay.
Shit. I love Cameron, but I think he can lose. I think he is not Velveteen era where he can lose and still be okay. So I'm gonna go Lumis.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for catching
that. Does not stop him from going to the moon. And while Cameron Grimes goes to the moon, West Coast Pop will be taking you in for a look at I Know Movies and You Don't, Kyle's podcast. Check it out. Ad coming to you in 3, 2, 1.
Hey folks, we're going to take a break from the action real quick because we have got to remind you about one of the hottest podcasts in the games today, and that's I Know Movies and You Don't with Kyle Brule. This podcast takes an in-depth look at movies by genre every season and breaks it down in a truly thought-provoking way. We just had to remind you because that podcast has been so good to us. If you listen to seasons 1 and 2, you'll find me in about 2 episodes total. You'll find Zach in a whole bunch of them. He and Kyle have such great dynamic. It's absolutely fun to listen to. So check them out. I Know Movies and You Don't. You can find them on Instagram, Spotify, or anywhere you can find a podcast. If your only experience with cinema is a boneyard match, I promise you, you are still going to love I Know Movies and You Don't with Kyle Brule. With that said, let's get back to the show. Hit him with that picture.
I'm put it right there. Picture. All right. I hope you guys love that picture, man. It's like JR over here. We're barbecuing that up for you. Go check out Kyle's podcast. We'll put the link in the description. Eric and Zach have both been on it. We've got some episodes out there, so definitely check it out. Zach, it's up to you, man. What do you got for us?
I have 2 questions really quick. We just posted them on our IG. First question, which wrestler would you never support, not even in a million years, and why?
Hogan for all of the above.
Yeah, he's the obvious one.
Yeah, Hogan.
Any less obvious ones for me?
Would you guys support Vince? I guess we all do by watching the product, but
yeah, I think that's kind of like you kind of do.
I've more and more I've started really disliking WWE as a company, so I'm willing to say no.
Okay.
But then I guess we have to watch it for this, so
I can't think of maybe New Jack. I'll say New Jack.
I thought of him, but I mean, what's he doing right now?
That's true.
I'm not going to say any of the names, but I'll go with some of the people that were in that what's it called?
The speak out thing.
Yeah. This past summer, some people.
Yeah.
That was obvious, like it was obvious, it was true. Some of those people. I don't think I can support that.
If we can count people who've passed, if they were alive today, I would hate the Fabulous Moolah. I could not support that one bit.
That's a good
right.
point.
Yeah, and I guess the only way we can really not support people now is just by turning off our TVs during their segments.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Second question I have is name a wrestler who you can't stand, but everyone else likes. For me, this is what's Meaty Man's name? John Silver. Man. That is, I don't get it.
Ooh. Have you seen any of his indie stuff?
No.
He's been around for a long time, man. He's got some matches.
Okay. He just reminds me of like, I don't know, like American Pie Part 12. Like that's his like that's him. That's his humor.
Yeah. I can see that.
And obviously John Cena. I can't stand him.
Yeah. I like John Silver's matches. I think he has good matches. Like he knows what he's doing. But some of that stuff does get annoying, like the other stuff, like the BT.
The question was who you can't stand.
That other people love.
Yeah, that people like.
I don't think I have any.
Eugene.
Oh my god, I fucking hate you.
Him, Scotty Too Hottie with that nonsense finisher. I couldn't get behind this type of stuff, man. I couldn't do it.
I don't know why, but for the past few days, I've somehow keep stumbling upon these pages that are pro Eugene. So I am not ashamed.
I think he might have just had like a interview recently. I think I might have saw.
He did.
With
he was talking about that character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay.
Oh
man,
Kingston's getting there for me. I just, especially this past week on Dynamite.
I realize I don't think I dislike Kingston as much. I dislike how hard they push him.
He's doing it himself. AEW is all like, do what you want to do. We got to keep that in mind.
I don't like.
All right, but like, I think he's in the same position right now that McAfee's in.
I'm not a big McAfee fan too. Yeah, like I'm excited for the match because he's proven he can go in the ring, and he's gotten better in promos. So I give McAfee like room, but Kingston just shouts with nothing to say.
Yeah,
but
and it sucks
like
too.
Him.
Yeah, people do. But I liked him before he started getting how he is now on AEW. I liked him before AEW, but now he's just kind of annoying me.
It's a true person from Yonkers, New York.
I like Miz, but like I don't like where he is. I don't like him being near I don't like him having Money in the Bank. So that's the closest I can think of besides Kingston.
Okay.
I know I had some people back in the day that annoyed me that people liked, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody's got any comments on there, if anybody wants to fight us on anyone that we don't like that you like, feel free. We'll have this discussion online.
Yeah, for sure. And check out the Instagram where Zach posted it, West Coast Pop _ and let us know.
Oh, Otis.
Yeah, Otis. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. At the time, I really didn't like Enzo. I know people liked him for his promo stuff. I didn't like him.
That is perfectly fair. The guy, I love Enzo. If I ever meet him again,
I can't deny his promo skills, and he seems pretty cool in real life too.
But the guy can't wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, I got another one for you. What's his name? The Honky Tonk Man. Sorry. I can't. I don't know. I can't do it.
I used to mark out so hard when he came out. Oh man.
I dig Honky.
Yeah, there's a few I'm gonna start thinking about. I'll post in the comments if I think about more. But Zach, thanks for that, man.
Actually, I'm gonna say it's just to piss people off in the comments. After Brock Lesnar, I could not stand The Undertaker. To this day, I cannot stand The Undertaker.
Ooh.
Oh man!
So hit me up in the comments.
You just retired too,
and I hated that. We didn't talk about it, and I'm glad we didn't. I have so much hatred for that retirement thing.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. This is the champion you guys want, Justice League. This is the guy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is you know what? This is the champion you're gonna get. In my reign, Undertaker does not come back.
Oh man. But Eric, we can keep it with you, man. You got something for us?
Yeah, so now and then I like to go back, look at some bad reigns, bad booking, and just kind of play around with them. So my question to you guys, how would you have booked Jinder Mahal's WWE run?
Ooh.
You can end it whenever you can, however long you want, just however you would book it.
So for him, you really gotta protect him in the ring. as far as like skill wise. He's not gonna go out there and give you a 5-star match to just anybody. Like when his best match as champion was the AJ match at the end, and then the rematch. So you got to put him with someone who can really work to get him over. I love his entrance. You put him like, give him the production, the whole production. The entrance was great. Give him the two, like the Bollywood boys he's with. Give him some people to roll with. You might have to get him a mouthpiece also. He can do some talking, but he's had some bad promos, and it's not all his fault. Some of the writing, but definitely give him someone to talk, like whether it's the Paul Heyman or like someone else in that realm. And honestly, just do what you want to do with him. You want him to be that experiment in India, so why not promote him? Why not send him out there, do media, stuff like that? But it wouldn't have been a long reign. It would have been like a summer thing. I would have ended it just how he ended it, but I would have given him more people to have matches with it. I wouldn't have given him Randy Orton 3 or 4 times because that's just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But that's just me.
I like it.
Man, I would have had the title turn him more evil. So if you watch MLW and you look at Contra, kind of how they're doing, like their little terrorist faction, they're making it seem more gritty and raw. I'd almost have it be like that. If you can find a combination of a grand entrance, like Knox said, just make it huge and grandiose and everything, but still have it be like, I don't know, you got to fear him because like he has a very likable face, especially when he smiles.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. Knock, you had a really good example of how to book him. It's just I try to make him more fearful without doing your basic stupid terrorist cliche stuff.
Yeah, the one thing he did very well, though, I'll give him the credit, is making his finisher, protecting that. Yeah,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I dig that. If so, he could win it from Orton the same way he did before, because I barely remember it, but I would have just had him, even though Great Khali took it first, I would just turn him into like a playboy, the Punjabi playboy. He just spends money. He dresses up. He's got limos. I want him to just go crazy, have an entourage and a mouthpiece, like you said. And I want him to do almost like the New Japan thing, where he does not defend the title very often. Like he finds ways to get out of it.
Yeah, and I know we talked about this before. Like his promo with Shinsuke, which was just fucking awful.
Yeah,
you can't have him just out here joking around. Even if they wrote something that was funny, which I don't think they could at this point.
No.
With that, for example, you don't give him that. Like I think Zach, you just said, make him intimidating. Got to make him have that aura about him. You know, not just out here trying to crack jokes.
Yeah. Which, hey, if you think you can write better than them, I think WWE did just put up a writer's job application.
Anyone out there, whether you write or not, I believe better than these writers. They copy and paste and stuff, man. It's so uninspired.
Yep.
Honestly, they could have gendered like Roman.
I think I'm gonna apply, guys.
Go for it.
I'm serious. I'm gonna apply.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe even lie and say I wrote on a soap opera just to pad it.
Hey man,
go for it. There's
and then I can see if I can like sabotage it from the inside. Like I'll write the worst stuff. So like the dude who did Gremlins didn't want to do a sequel, and the studio's just like, no, do another one. So he's like, he wrote the stupidest script he could think of. They're like, genius, it's Gremlins 2, let's do it. And they've made it. That's what Gremlins 2 is.
Hey man, you'll become the head writer if you do that approach.
You get the keys to the kingdom. Vince will just walk up to you and say, this kid, he knows what the people want.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Skits with beef.
Oh man, they have not put beef in a long time. But that was it. I just wanted to know your thoughts on how you would book Jinder.
Yeah, where is Jinder, by the way?
I don't know.
Don't know, but you can find the Bollywood Boys every Tuesday on 205 Live. Woo!
Oh gosh. Before we move on to the promo school, of course, if there's any news and rumors you guys caught this last week of pro wrestling.
Yeah, I've actually I got a couple things. So NBA announced their 2020 2020-2021 season, which, by the way, my condolences to the Heat and the Lakers. Y'all got screwed over with your breaks. But Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston take place December 23rd, episode Dynamite. So it hasn't been said when that episode's going to be aired, but it will most likely be moved. Let's see. In response to Sting going to AEW, Triple H was asked, is he open to working with other companies? To which he said yes, which bullshit, but okay.
Only if they're going to buy
No, yeah, it's bull. You see Tama Tonga, he replied to that saying, y'all don't want none.
Yeah, unless they can buy them, like the way that they work with Evolve. Like, nah. What else? This new article I just found today saying WWE is way behind with booking for TLC, which doesn't surprise me. Like, they've been behind booking wise, like, for every show.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Vince reportedly denied Sting and Taker from having a cinematic match. He said that he did not see the point to it.
He's a moron for that. I'm sorry.
Yep. And lastly, just good news. If you are interested, name Trinidad, also Zelina Vega. She recently did a stream with Paige, Lita, and a whole bunch of people for Among Us. It was very fun. Check it out. But Zelina Vega is doing A-okay. She's doing great.
Nothing to stop her.
Yeah. That's all I got.
The few things I saw, AW and W are continuing to fight over Tessa Blanchard. We'll see where she goes, but they're both still actively pursuing her. As I said earlier, with that spot they did outside, Lana, I guess, got hurt on Monday Night Raw. Guess who's always the common denominator? The other thing with WWE, they'll be reprimanding talent for missing time cues for just another stupid thing WWE with, their response to all this. Oh, you can't mess your time. All this stuff. It's just too much micromanaging going on there. Like Eric said, WWE said they're open to working with other people, whatever that means. But AEW clearly is. They have TNA, New Japan, AAA, and a few other people they'll be working with. NWA, of course. So we'll see. Sting, in his return, broke Pro Wrestling Tees records for selling a shirt. Which that shirt looks. I think it's because it's Sting. That shirt's not the best shirt, but that's cool for Sting to do that.
Yeah,
and he'll be signed for a multi-year deal. And that's all the rumors I had. Zach, do you have anything?
Yeah, I also saw about the Tessa Blanchard stuff. Meltzer reported that AEW is not interested. There are people in the locker room who don't want her back there, but like you said, they are still kind of testing the waters with what they can do with her.
Yeah.
Batista, he put out on Twitter that Trump wore a diaper at WrestleMania 23. And I find this funny because when we were watching WrestleMania 23 live at the time, we noticed that. We didn't know it was a diaper. We were like, why is his bottom so big?
Yeah.
So if you want to go check out some stills, you can definitely see that's a diaper.
Or not, if you don't want to throw up your food.
Yeah, just take our word for it.
The other thing I got here is MJF was reported on the New York Times best performances of 2020 list. He was on there, and he got in a kind of a funny Twitter feud with Dionne Warwick.
Okay. Oh man, Twitter.
It was a mutual thing,
Yeah.
and I give her credit for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also heard a rumor on what's supposed to happen with the Impact and AEW stuff, but I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also stuff about like what Sting's plans are. Just stay away from that.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, apparently he was really upset with how they were using him. Especially in the end. Which I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Kurt Angle starts feeling that way before it's too late and has a proper send off. I really want that to happen. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I need him to go proper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of going. I forgot this person. We were talking about people we don't like or whatever, but people like. I think we all like Orange Cassidy, but we don't like the way he's being booked. He's still number 1, number 2 on Pro Wrestling Tees, like constant selling. So,
well, yeah, I guess I can't knock that.
Yeah.
This would have aired right, but also before Takeover comes on tonight, you got the Tribute to Troops going on. Some quality matches going on. I know Bianca and Sasha are tagging, so that's just money to me.
Wait, that's what?
It's airing today.
Oh, okay.
Some Fox stations.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll look into that.
Yeah, it'll be in the Thunderdome like the past few shows, but yeah, some good matches they got going on there. Okay. So yeah, that is the week in wrestling, and also with that Tessa thing, I'll be surprised they get her. Like I know her dad's there, but I know people like Britt Baker and like the Chelsea Green. I think they had Alan Kay there who really didn't like Tessa and what she was doing. So I'm not surprised that some of the women's division is split on that. So we'll see if that ever happens. It's a shame too, just all that talent, just the personality, man. But
she literally like blackmailed Impact like $15,000 or something like that for their own title belt.
And that's another thing too. Like if you're having a work relationship with Impact, that'd be kind of weird. Oh, let's bring in Tessa. That might ruffle some feathers.
Yeah.
Oh man. But actually, before we got some time here, we're good on time. Before I want to do a little fancy booking with AEW TNA going on. So, what are some of these matches you really want to see? For me, I really would love to see the Young Bucks versus Machine Guns on a bigger stage in AEW. Love to see that match happen again. Obviously, the Good Brothers is one of them. But I really think they should tap into the women's division. I want to see people like Sue Young and Rosemary over on AEW and see what they can do with some of the people there. What's some of the matches you guys want to see?
God, I have to look up Impact's roster.
Yeah, I more so want a pay-per-view event. Like, I don't care about Survivor Series because it's just red versus blue. But have AEW Impact Survivor Series, like Young Bucks versus Morrissey Machine Gun or the Good Brothers, Moxley versus who was it? Sami Callihan, his former tag partner.
Oh, that'd be good. Sami Callihan, the North versus the FTR.
Yeah, and then main event. I was never really sold on the Blood and Guts having the Inner Circle because I don't love Jericho in that match. But if they could pick 5 people from AEW, Darby, Hangman, whoever, to go against 5 from Impact for Blood and Guts, that'd be nice.
Yeah. My big thing also, I really want to see them use some of Impact's matches. I always kept saying, if they can use that Ultimate X match with some of their guys, that'd be amazing for their talent. To see that in a bigger audience nowadays, that'd be amazing to see another Ultimate X. Or even if you can't do a WarGames, do a Lethal Lockdown. That's really good a match TNA has that they did in the past with teams involved.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff there. They got Rich Swann over there. They got Moose. I can see some cool things happening there. There's a lot of talent and Impact that would really thrive with the big stage. So we'll see how it goes, man. Last thing, do you want to see a full-blown like invasion thing going on? No. I don't know if that's leading to that. I don't know if that's what you saw, Zach, but would you want to see something like that? Or do you want to keep it just working relationship every now and then, a few people?
Working relationship every now and then. You worry about taking care of your own family for a while, and then occasionally you'll let some people come over and play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what they're doing
is a little early to do. Yeah. That's smart, actually. And they haven't seen that in a while, actually.
No, but they got storylines with their own people going, so I'm fine with that. But I want to say something about starting to watch all these other shows now, like ROH and MLW and NWA. I think because of the TNT Championship and because more eyes are on a new company, I think more of these wrestlers are putting on better matches, even like post-pandemic stuff. Like now, I think they're hungrier and they know that more eyes can be on them, and they can even just go on AEW at some point and just kind of join a battle royal, or maybe even championship match for the TNT belt. And I think more people are realizing that. I think for a while people were just like down and just like, well, our company might fold, or WWE didn't like my tryout.
Yeah.
And that's what's so important about not just having one thing. I'm so glad with all the success they're having, AEW sticking with that, because we're seeing it. Like there's like a spark again. There's people inspired, like what you just said. With all the indies being shut down because of the COVID, people are still out there putting on matches. Like GCW just had a match. I seen Eli over there. They're just doing some cool stuff to get noticed. And there's a shot like you've seen, like Anna Jay, just 7 matches in. Now she's like a big thing. She has the Queen Slayer. She's a marquee person on the show. You got Orange Cassidy, Eddie Kingston, Ricky Starks, guys like this getting shots. So it's cool. It's cool to see, man. So I really appreciate AW for doing that.
Yeah,
you got a lot of people just coming in, and all the people on Dark they bring in.
Hopefully, MLW looks like
it's good for the business.
Yeah. Hopefully, MLW looks like it's going to be the next big player. So hopefully they can reach that level too, and just wrestling gets better as a whole.
There's some guys I keep hearing about. I want to see over there. Jacob Fatu and Alex Hammerstone. I keep hearing about. I want to check them out.
Yeah, they're worth it.
Yeah, I'm surprised I still haven't seen a match from them yet. So I got to get on that. But of course, main event of the evening. I'll throw it over to Zach. Let's hit us with another promo school.
All right. So today on Promo School, we are going to cover what we think will be Sting's speech with Tony Schiavone on Wednesday's episode of Dynamite. So he is back, multi-year deal. He is on the active roster. Who knows what the doctors have, diagnosed him with now, if he's clear or what. So we don't know. So we're definitely going to tune into Dynamite Wednesday. But today, I would like each of you to give your rendition of what the Stinger's speech is going to be. And bonus points if you can do a Sting voice. It's a very normal voice, so it's going to be tough to do. But if you do something for it, bonus points.
Ooh.
I still don't think I've heard Sting's voice in a while, so I can't even. Honestly, I think, or maybe I just hope that he just doesn't say anything when he comes out Wednesday. I just want him to stay silent and just be dark and mysterious. But just for the sake of doing this, I'll come up with something.
Okay. I thought you were finding a nice easy out.
No.
It's Mime Sting. Oh my God.
I will say that. Sorry. That was a definition of a presence when Sting came out, man. Just that. Oh man, that was such a presence. You felt it.
Like, I get the feeling he's gonna go out there. Shivani's gonna ask a question, then Taz music is gonna play, and I'm gonna hear Taz, who I don't want to hear right now, but okay, let's see if I can just bullshit some. Okay, so Shivani's gonna ask, Sting, I gotta ask, why now? Why have you come back to TNT? Because Shivani, TNT is my home. I went away, made some mistakes, but I could not let sleeping dogs lie the way they were. If I'm going out, I'm going out the right way. And I don't know. I don't know what his motivations are right now. So I don't know if he likes Darby or wants to kill him. But
okay.
For the sake of being different, and I know I can't nail a Sting impression, but I'm gonna try the Joker Sting instead. Short-lived, and we'll see. Imagine that surprise. That would shock the world if he came out and did that. So, like Eric said, Tony Schiavone, Stinger, how you doing, man? You're back on TNT. It's Sting. Well, Schiavone, I'm back. And I gotta tell you, I'm thrilled to be here. I'm gonna take it to everybody. Team FTW, FTR, whatever your name is, you have nothing for us and Darby. Damn, that kind of went to Dusty Rhodes a little bit, but yeah, I don't know.
I just want to point out, so everyone who's listening knows I won the title. So that's the happiest you could be, not as the ex-champion. Just enjoy that
moment. Oh man.
Yeah, well, we'll be tuning in Wednesday, of course, to Dynamite to see what he else says, see if he says anything about WWE, or if he just kind of like skates a little bit on the side like some people do, Miro. But I would like to see him do something decent of a preview of what he's going to do for his last run. I am excited to see Sting, but more so I'm excited for Steve Borden to go out the way Steve Borden wants to go out.
Yep.
Exactly. Man, that's going to be something special, man. I can't wait. But as Sting returns, I will return as champion next week.
Oh my gosh.
Appreciate you guys for viewing. I just gotta say that. Any last words from you guys?
Thanks for everything, for subscribing and everything, and check out a new Pop Talk that just went up.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys for subscribing. Hopefully those of you who subscribed for the giveaway, hopefully we can keep you around as part of the family, because we got a pretty good community here.
Yeah, we do, and it's gonna keep growing, man. We're gonna keep pumping out the videos. I do want to say, let us know about like how you feel about the podcast going, like the segments, what you guys like, what you don't like, what we can improve on. Let us know. And I do want to keep editing, getting the format down, getting the production good. So let us know what you guys think about that. Zach, where can they find us?
They can find us going on a bit of a rant because, again, something was spoiled by the company that put on the thing that was supposed to surprise me and make me feel all the good feelings in the world. AEW, because you wanted to put Sting out before December so you could get the merchandise out for Christmas. I get that. Just please hold off on putting stuff out online because of time zones. I just like being surprised by things. I miss those days when I was surprised by things. WWE is probably flooding Instagram and social media right now with spoilers for Takeover, and it just sucks. I just miss going back to when, like, you didn't worry about this. You just watched it and it happened. There weren't dirt sheets, even though I'm on dirt sheets like half the day on my phone, but still, I just don't want dirt sheets too much anymore. We're just spoiled by too much with wrestling. Please don't spoil stuff in Facebook posts or anything else. Don't spoil stuff with your friends. I just want to go back, you know? I just want to go back to where everything was nice and simple. We just watched the show, we were surprised, and we discussed afterwards. But just like Eddie Money, we can't go back. I know, but I do just want to go back.
I was expecting a Jackson 5 reference.
Hit that music.